So we've got Otero and Shimmer. Hideto Otero and Bob Shimmer in our first semifinal in the lightweight division. Now we are set to go. Otero is 29, Shimmer is 40. And Otero is good, the 93 U.S. SHIDOKAN Open champion. He's got the height advantage as well.
Well, Shimmer's doing something unusual for this event. He's throwing a lot of side kicks. And I haven't seen that yet.
Break!
Yeah, the referee says to break.
Ready? Hajime!
See, the stance he's in is called a horse stance. And it's basically a stance for kicking.
2, 3, break!
Colombian is the third man in the ring. Colombian handling the two fighters. Oh, an attempted big kick by Shimmer, but he really couldn't connect. And now Shimmer trying to pick up Otero, not such an easy task.
He threw a couple of side kicks low to the body. He came up with that hook kick to the head, but he didn't quite land it.
These lightweights, 155 pounds and under.
1, 2,
punch to the body by Shimmer. Tried to go inside, but again was unable to pick up Otero. And I don't know if he really tried to kick and score there. I think he was just using it as a tactic to set himself up.
Right.
Otero with the red tie on the back of the gi.
It looks to me like Otero is really trying to set up a punch to the body and possibly a knee to the head.
And an elbow to the body by Shimmer. And Shimmer continues to be the aggressor. He is setting the pace and going after his opponent.
We've seen this before, but you guys can start out being the aggressor and they burn out a lot of energy and they could end up in trouble.
In Shimmer's first bout, he came out of the locker room in a fury and still was able to top L. Smith, who threw in the towel at the end of the first round. So an interesting first round here with Shimmer dictating the pace and Otero really unable to get anything going. No scoring at the end of one round. So once again, important to note that we are not scoring by a round. We are scoring by points. 6 points means victory. So Don the Dragon Wilson, you can dominate a round, but you may have nothing to show for it.
Right. That's as long as the fight doesn't go to a decision or to a draw, because in that case, the aggressor will take the bout.
Hideto Otero is from Chicago, Illinois. He was born in Japan. And that man, Bob Shimmer, his home is Berwyn, Illinois. He was born in Chicago. He is self-employed. National Taekwondo Tournament, Battle of the Master finalist, and also in the Marine Corps Championship. He's been around the game for 33 years. Second round. Shimmer again, unable to pick up Otero. Otero's gi is opened up. And he looks more purposeful here.
2, 3,
they both go down, no points.
This style of grappling that Shimmer has adopted so far is not, there's no technique involved. It's very energy draining to just lift the man up.
And good combat back to back. And now Otero going to the body. And those are the punches that will last with you for a while. The accumulation of body blows is significant. Shimmer countering with the knee to the stomach. And Shimmer goes down. And I think those were the body blows.
It was that left hook to the body took him down. You're absolutely right. You can take 2, 3, 4, but when he gets into double figures, it gets pretty rough.
Shimmer fighting back, showing his valor, showing his mettle. A minute to go in the second round. Elbow to the body. Otero counters to the body. Knee to the chest. Solid knee to the stomach that time by Shimmer. That scored.
I would have to say the more accurate of the two is Otero. He seems to be scoring pretty clean with those hand techniques, and he has snuck a few knees in there also.
And Shimmer's knees close to his competitor, it's not going to generate the same type of ferocity.
No, it looks to me like Shimmer's losing steam. He's actually getting the energy sucked out of him with these knees and body blows.
And this is where Otero, 11 years younger, is able to take advantage.
Right, he's like a leech just latched on to Shimmer, just sucking the wind right out of him. And there's that lift again.
Shimmer giving his energy, expounding all of that energy in that last move.
Very dangerous move by Otero there. You try to break his fall with his hand. That's how you get your hand broke.
Second round complete. Otero leading 3-0.
Yeah, I think you called it right, Bruce, when you said those body blows were going to take it out of Shimmer, because that seems to be what made the difference in that round.
No doubt those body blows paid the price. As we look at one of the lovely ladies who is entertaining the crowd tonight as the ring girl.
There's a couple of shots, short shots to the ribs right there. And even with a glove on, you could take a guy out with a body shot, but without the glove, with those bare knuckles, does even more damage.
He got one more punch off after the ref had stepped in. Now we go to the third round, which means we put on the gloves. 10-ounce gloves, Thai kickboxing rules. 10-ounce boxing gloves. Punching to the face now is permitted. It was not in the first two rounds. They removed the gi tops, and all other bare knuckle rules do apply. Hideto Otero, one of the highly touted performers of this Team USA SHIDOKAN Championship, and Bob Shimmer, the veteran martial arts instructor, whose discipline is combat doom. Shimmer lands a right hand to the face.
Well, it wasn't quite clean enough to do damage, but definitely a dangerous blow.
Never want to turn to your opponent, but I think Shimmer got turned around there. Dropped by Otero. That's an impressive move. It will not score any points, but it does have a way of getting to your opponent. Another wild move by Otero as he grabbed the neck of his opponent Shimmer and dragged him to the canvas.
Well, it won't score because he went down with him, but he was the one in control.
Shimmer looks a little tired as he lands a straight right that did get in there.
Well, he's very tired, and the kind of punching he's doing with his arms and not his body is just going to take that much more energy out of him.
Shimmer barely getting up.
Right, he's really losing his wind, and he's arm punching out there. He's not gonna be able to generate the kind of power he needs for a knockout with just arm punching.
Remember, grappling is only allowed to be used in the 5th and 6th round of this semifinal. They will go 9 rounds in the final. Both fighters throwing punches, nothing really scoring. Not great technique used as far as boxing.
No, not really. This is what they called in the old days toe-to-toe fighting. Two guys stand there and just trade blows until one of them lands the best shot. Not a lot of technique, but definitely a lot of heart.
Heart being shown by both guys as Otero tried to land a knee and did to the side of the groin. Oh, straight right hand by Otero. I thought it stung Shimmer for a moment. Shimmer in deep trouble and battling back at the will of the champion. And the crowd loves it. Third round complete. Tremendous will showed by Shimmer there after taking that stiff punch.
Oh, I'm not really sure what he was thinking. He turned away from Otero. He wasn't looking, and sure enough, he caught one on the forehead. And he was actually lucky it was the forehead and not the chin.
Wow, look at Shimmer landing that right hand despite the fact that he ate a lot of leather prior to it. Shimmer has won many awards, the inter-service karate champion, the Marine wrestling champion, the Marine karate champion. Otero has been in the 92, 93, and 94 Sabaki Challenge, and he entered the 1992 and 93 SHIDOKAN Open.
At this point, it starts getting to the man with the most will or endurance, because both of them are tired, both have taken punishment. And now it's a battle of wills out there.
Shimmer with a couple of good punches, a decent combination by Shimmer.
I think they've given up on defense, and it's all offense now.
Oh. Fourth round continues. Semifinals, lightweight division. Otero and Shimmer. Otero with the red glove, Shimmer with the black glove.
Shimmer's sidekick is a far cry from what it was in the first round, that's for sure. He's still using it, though.
And these guys are both very tired. They're trying to raise the legs and they don't even have the energy. You can still utilize the legs in this round. Why not?
Absolutely. Neither fighter has done a aggressive leg attack in this bout to this point. They have not struck each other in the legs. The no leg kicking, there's one.
It is still 3-0 Otero as Shimmer tries valiantly to put Otero down. I don't know if he's got the power in his fists at this point.
Well, he doesn't have the technique. He's got the will, but the technique is all arm punching. There's no body behind it.
Now, that was a nice combination, a punch to the body and a knee to the body by Otero. 30 seconds to go.
Absolutely. Like I said, those knees have maybe 3 or 4 times the force of a punch.
Again to the body with the left hook, and Otero throws down Shimmer.
Well, that left to the body was the one that hurt him before.
10 seconds to go in the 4th round. And if we get through this one, they'll put on the next set of gloves. 4 rounds complete. What is keeping Bob Shimmer up? It is still 3-0 Otero by virtue of that left hook to the body and the knockdown in the 2nd. That's been it as far as scoring. So now, folks, what happens, they put on the 5-ounce gloves. It's grappling and submission rules. Punching to the face again is permitted. Grappling and wrestling is permitted within a 10-second time limit on the ground. Submission holds, chokes, and ankle locks also permitted.
And here's the pummeling that he gave Otero, but it just did not have the effect because, as you can see, his arms are flailing, but there's no body weight behind it. A little bit of technique would have gone a long way in these last couple of rounds. Otero still looks pretty fresh, though, to tell you the truth. He looks fresher for the wear and tear than Shimmer.
Otero with 8 years of experience in martial arts.
Hey!
Otero karate is his discipline. He teaches at a church called the Midwest Buddhist Temple. And this is round 5. The last 2 rounds will be with the 5-ounce gloves.
Otero's going back to that left hook to the body.
And that is a beautiful punch.
That same spot.
Shimmer could go down.
He could go down.
Shimmer, and the towel's been thrown in. The towel has been thrown in from Shimmer's corner. It allows him to keep his honor, and it allows him to get out before he gets hurt.
Otero went to that same spot there in the left-hand side of his body. The right-hand side of his body. He used that left hook and hit it maybe 5 or 6 solid shots. And I think that just psychologically took it out of Shimmer.
So a TKO in the 5th as the corner throws
driving
the towel.
here, the same spot. For all we know, he could have a broken or cracked rib there because at this point, he's just worried about surviving, covering up.
Otero is into the finals of the Team USA SHIDOKAN tournament.